one, Ryan Garcia, I guess because, you know, he's popular on social media, he wanted to announce it, but he announced it only a couple hours ago at nighttime. And then if you go to regular, like his promoter, Golden Boy, it sounds like they're still working stuff out because they haven't announced it. You see what I'm saying? There's nothing announced from his actual promoter. So, you know, the WBC says it's official. So it looks like they got it done, but I think it would be, I don't know. I just don't prefer that. I think it's better when everybody's in unison. You see what I'm saying? Like, why is Ryan Garcia announcing the fight? You look at the fight poster and it don't even look like a boxing flyer. You know, no disrespect to whoever designed it, but it looked like Inception or something. You got some skyscrapers. And Oscar De La Hoya says Ryan Garcia, Luke Campbell is not done yet. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to my channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang, notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the Super Chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, the Cash App, and the Patreon family. We working. Sign up for my Patreon or hit the YouTube join button below to become a part of the conversation. I'm doing the group sessions. Great time. Now, Ego Stradamus strikes again. This has been a horrible year for old media. Oscar De La Hoya on his verified page, he has said that the Ryan Garcia fight is not done. You know, despite Ryan Garcia, the fighter himself, announcing it. Now, the video I started with was me the day Ryan Garcia, you know, took to his social media feed to announce the fight. And you heard me. I was saying it was weird that Golden Boy hasn't announced the fight and DAZN hasn't announced the fight, and it doesn't look like the professional flyer that they would put together. There's no date, venue, time, etc. And then now this comes out. Oscar De La Hoya, you know, let me go to his mentions. He just posted this 2 hours ago. It says Ryan Garcia, King Ryan, Luke Campbell, not done. No more, no less. So I don't know if he's doing it to be petty despite Ryan Garcia, because Ryan Garcia kind of did his own thing and went against the grain. Either way, this is a terrible look for old media. It's a terrible look. I don't know what's going on with Golden Boy. It looks bad. The pandemic's making it worse. You have De La Hoya on one end saying he's going to come out of retirement and fight. You have another Golden Boy rep, Bernard Hopkins, saying he wants De La Hoya to fight Charlo. But when I made the video of Charlo's response, people got mad at me and saying, why would you promote this? And Charlo should pick on someone his own size. Well, he's doing that because he's fighting Rosario. But if Oscar says he wants to make a comeback for headlines and he's serious, then, I mean, he's going to have the bullseye on his back. He said he can do damage at 154. Then you have Bernard Hopkins himself saying he would come out of retirement for Roy Jones. It just looks all over the place. But meanwhile, two fighters that are staff members, former fighters, Bernard Hopkins and Oscar De La Hoya, while they're talking about potential comebacks, the actual fighters who we know are active fighters, Canelo Alvarez, and then also Oscar De La Hoya, his other fighter, Ryan Garcia, guess what? Their fights haven't been announced. It looks like there's hiccups, right? So it looks bad. It looks messy. It looks bad. This is Canelo's lawyer to ESPN last week. Promoter, if Canelo fights in September, he's going to make less. You know, that's one. That's one from Golden Boy. But there's another one with Canelo's lawyer. Let me type that in. Canelo lawyer. Boom. This was the one from last week. DAZN holding up plans to have Canelo's next fight. This was July 24th. We still don't know who Canelo's fighting. And September 12th is now occupied by Mike Tyson and Roy Jones, two American legends. So does it even make sense with this little time to prepare to put Canelo in, you know, without an announced opponent? And the options that are being rumored are names that aren't really familiar with the U.S. audience. So it just looks chaotic over at Golden Boy. Very disorganized. DAZN looks disorganized. This pandemic and bad decision making and mismanaging is looking bad. You got Ryan Garcia going rogue, saying his fight is done. You know, I could pull that up. Ryan Garcia, right? He's announcing his own fights. Boom. So 1 day ago, he's announcing the fight. It's time to show you guys what I'm really made of. But then the next day, A day later, 2 days later, whatever, he's saying the fight's not done. Eddie Hearn did an interview yesterday because he's doing the fight card this week. He did an interview, says they're not far apart on money, but it's not done. So again, I don't know if the fight will get done, and Oscar is saying this to kind of spite or make Ryan Garcia look bad, or if Ryan's just jumping out of turn, going AWOL and promoting the fight. But it looks bad, man. It looks extremely bad for DAZN. They can't seem to get these fighters easily situated. And then Dan Rayfield has reported that if they don't decide what's up in a week, right, within the week, by August 7th, I think it is, then they say it goes to purse bid. Now, the other thing that looks bad, well, if it goes to purse bid, that's a bad thing, because then anybody can win it, you know, anybody can bid on it. So Golden Boy could lose out to Eddie Hearn, and Eddie Hearn could stage it in the UK if he wanted. You see what I'm saying? So it's looking like a mess. But the other thing that I find extremely confusing and weird is the WBC's involvement. The WBC said Ryan Garcia had a 48-hour deadline to announce this fight. There was an extension granted because this was keep in mind, this is around the 4th of July, right? And then when Ryan made the post, they said it's official with these alarms. But then Oscar De La Hoya, the promoter, is saying it's not official. Eddie Hearn did an interview, which you can find on the internet, saying it's not official. It's not done. It's not all the way there yet. So why would the sanctioning body belt company be saying it's official and have been for a while? And then the two promoters of the actual card that would have to work together, they're saying it's not done. You know, this is just chaotic. Not to mention Senicia Estrada had a 7-second knockout on Golden Boy, and it went viral. And then people did research and found out the girl's background wasn't, you know, she should have never been in there. So the Golden Boy has all these little hiccups and things that are all happening all at once. And I'm trying to find it's, they have a lot of posts. But the Golden Boy, they're saying it's not done. But then you had the WBC making flyers. I'm trying to find it. Look, the lightweight supremacy. Look, they're making flyers like the fight's done. So why is the WBC getting involved like this? Literally, the only fight on, and then bro, just look what's happening in boxing, bro. Lomachenko, WBC made this flyer, put it out. People thought that they were doing a tournament. But just today, Luke Campbell and Ryan Garcia, which was supposed to have a 48-hour deadline, according to the WBC, back on the 4th of July, they're saying it's not all the way there yet. We don't know. It says Haney versus TBA, so he's safe. We don't know who he's fighting. This was already announced before the flyer was made, so Lenatus Fortuna is a done deal. But then this fight, if you look online, you will see that it reached a snag. Teofimo feels lowballed, and this is with Top Rank, so this is not Golden Boy's problem. But I'm just telling you, this is what's going on in boxing. New media, we run the game. So WBC put out this false paper, this false poster, I guess you could say. And the only fight on here that has actually, in a month's time, been announced is Lenatus Fortuna, which was already announced when they made the flyer. That was already a done deal that Golden Boy had already got done. But Ryan Garcia Campbell, he's announcing the fight, but Oscar a day later saying it ain't done. Eddie Hearn saying it ain't done. Then Teofimo and Lomachenko, they've been long rumored to be fighting, and then now they might not fight. So this is just a bad, terrible look for boxing and old media, because people just want to see these fights. We don't care about all the negotiations and, you know, if the fight can't happen. You see what I'm saying? Look. Horrible news for old media. Trying to find the initial. This just looks bad. No matter how you slice it. They're far apart on money. See? It says, with the proposed date a little over 60 days away, Teofimo is resigned to defending his titles against someone different per sources. Can the fight be salvaged? So my question to the WBC remains, why is the WBC saying that the fight is done and it's official and putting together posters, but the promoter, like Oscar, is saying this: the fight ain't done. Eddie Hearn saying it ain't done. It's like boxing is so broken. You know, let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. But more bad news. The last thing I will say too, I want to add this before I get off the video. It's making me wonder if they have doubts about Ryan Garcia, if he's really ready. And here's two things to think about. I'm gonna leave you on this. Does Oscar De La Hoya have faith that Ryan Garcia is ready for a step up in Luke Campbell? Because it seems extremely hard to make the fight. And if Ryan wants it so bad, and we know Luke Campbell has already fought at this level before against Lomachenko and Linares, we know he's not the holdup, right? So it's really falls on Ryan Garcia's side and Golden Boy. Do they want the fight? Ryan appears to want the fight. Does De La Hoya want it? You know, does he feel this is a bridge too far or too soon for him? Second thing, the winner of this fight is in line to become the mandatory for Devin Haney. So Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy may not want Ryan Garcia, who's very precocious and, you know, he wants it right now. They might not want him to take Luke Campbell because that in itself is a step up in a potentially difficult fight where some think he could lose. But it also puts pressure on Ryan Garcia because if he wins, then he'll be the mandatory for Devin Haney. So he might have to fight Devin Haney. So that whole trajectory might not be where Golden Boy wants to put him. So you have to consider this. So no matter how eager Ryan Garcia is to impress, you know, his team has to feel the same way, you know, so it's just something to think about. But the winner of the Luke Campbell fight is in line for Devin Haney. And that could be another potential. Like, I think Oscar could be worried about the Luke Campbell fight as a whole, because, you know, he gave difficult fights. He hurt Lomachenko, you know, and he gave a difficult fight, pretty difficult after he got knocked down to Linares. And De La Hoya is aware of that because we all watched the Lomachenko fight. And then the Linares was a Golden Boy fighter, you know. So he knows that Luke Campbell's good. But beyond that, even if Ryan Garcia stretches Luke Campbell and wins impressively, then there's going to be newfound pressure for Ryan to fight Devin Haney, which is also something that I could see Golden Boy not wanting. So it's just looking bad and disorganized. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. New media, we working.
What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more sports. Get unlimited access to premium content with an ESPN Plus subscription. ESPN Plus offers a variety of content, including specials, behind the scenes, docuseries like Bruce Lee's Be Water, and much more. With an ESPN Plus subscription, you get access to a ton of classic archive fights and replays from boxing and the UFC. Big names like, "Hi, I'm Mike Tyson. Come and watch my fight." Floyd Mayweather, "Easy work. I'm rich." And Manny Pacquiao, "Yes, it's up to my promoter. Just to name a few. If that's not enough, you could get the ESPN bundle, which includes ESPN Plus, Hulu, and Disney Plus. All three apps, one low price. You don't want to miss out. Make sure you guys click that link in the description box of all of my videos. Ego, signing off.
So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.